everyone, this is Larry. Welcome back to Today I Feel Like. Today we're going to take a look at the Ovoor 65W charger. This is going to be fantastic. It's going to allow you to fast charge your phones and your tablets. It's even 65 watts, so it's strong enough to work with laptops. So I'm going to go ahead, unpackage it, unbox it, take a look at it, and then we're going to plug it in and see how it actually performs. So here we go. All right, here is the package. There is not much to see here, just an Amazon barcode right there. We can see it says USB-C charger, Ovoor 65 watt for US for iPhone. It says iPhone SE, XR, and more. So yeah, let's go ahead and nothing really much on here. Oh, there's a little information on the back here. We can see the model number is the P65-X65W-1U2C. All right, that is a mouthful. It says it has 100 volts or between 100 volts and 240 volts AC, 50 to 60 hertz, 1.5 amp max, and it's USB-C. It's a PD charger. It has it says 1x2 output and USB-A output. It has USB-C. Yeah, so anyways, there we go. Total output is 65 watts. Net weight is 111 grams. All right, let's go ahead and take this out of the package so we can take a look at it here. And it just looks like we're going to get some, just a quick user manual and some contact info. So we'll set that off to the side. And there we are. That is small. That is really, really small. I mean, if you're talking about a 65 watt charger, this thing is tiny relative to what most of these power bricks are looking like nowadays. So we can see on here that we have a USB-C 1 and USB-C 2 and USB-A. So we're getting 3 different ports that we can plug into on this. So yeah, that's very, very cool. So if you're someone like me who has a lot of different devices, this is going to allow you to plug 3 things in on there. So here is where we have the fold out for the US plug. Now, if you are overseas, I imagine you can get an adapter to make this work, or maybe they have a version that just works with maybe with the Euro plugs or the plugs for South America, Central America, wherever you are in the world, in Asia. So yeah, all right, there's that. One thing I'm going to do is I'm going to test this out because it says you can use it with your phones. Now I do have my my iPhone here. However, the problem with iPhones is it doesn't display if it's fast charging or not. However, I do have my Samsung Galaxy Z Flip, which does tell me if it's fast charging. So I'm going to go ahead and plug this into both devices, make sure it actually works, and then see if it's actually providing fast charging for my Z Flip. And because I can actually plug in 2 things at once, I'm actually going to plug in to USB-C 1 and USB-C 2 and see if they're going to charge, if it's going to charge 2 devices at the same time. All right, so I have the power brick and I have a couple of different cables here. I have a USB-C to USB-C and a USB-C to Lightning here. So we're gonna go ahead and plug them in. So let me start off first by taking the power brick here, and let's go with the iPhone first. Since they mentioned iOS devices on the box here, let's go ahead and plug in the USB-C to iPhone and make sure this actually works. So we'll plug this into to USB-C 1. And we'll get this plugged into the cable there, and let's see if this is going to start charging my phone here. So let's go ahead and plug this in and get this in there. Let's see if that's going to do anything. Yep, I heard it, and it started going. All right, very good. So there we go. So we can see it is actually charging up right there. So let me unplug it again just so you can see. I'm going to turn the screen off there, and then we'll plug that in again. And there you go. Just like that. It is working. All right, very cool. All right, now let's do this. Let's go ahead and I'm going to take this cable here. This is a USB-C to USB-C cable. And I'm going to plug this into USB 2 on here so that we can get this going. And so let me make sure that plugs in. And that's really tight. I don't know if that's going in right. Let me see if that's going. Yeah, I guess that's all the way in. All right, so that's plugged in. Now here is my my Galaxy Z Flip, And I'm just going to go ahead and open it up so that we can see, because when it's closed, it doesn't really show the fast charging on the little screen there, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm going to open this up here. Let me turn the screen off, and let me plug this in and see if this is going to get fast charging. So we'll plug that in, see if this is going to go. Yep, there it is, fast charging right there. It's telling me that it's fast charging right on the screen. And let me move this up a little bit closer. Let me see if I can focus this in a little bit. I'm not sure if it's going to work there, but yeah, so we'll just have to leave this there for the moment. And let me just show you again. Let me plug this in, and there we go. Fast charging right there. It is working, and my iPhone is still charging. So I'm getting both of these charging at the same time with fast charging on my Android phone. I don't know if it's fast charging on my iPhone because the iPhone doesn't give you any indication whether it's fast charging or not. All right, before I go on and test anything further, I just want to show you a quick comparison of the size differences between the Ovoor 65W charger and some other chargers. So first we have here the Apple 61W charger that came with my MacBook Pro, and you can see here that it is considerably larger than the 65W charger. Now, again, this is a 65W charger here, and the nice thing about this is we have 3 different ports on the back so that we can charge using 2 USB-C ports and 1 USB-A. On this 61W charger, we only have 1 USB-C port. Now, this is the Apple 20W charger that came with my iPhone, and as we can see, I only got we only get the 1 USB-C port on there. So yeah, that's that. All right, let's set this off to the side and that off to the side. And we tested the USB-C ports and they work just fine. So I wanted to test before we plug this into the laptop, the USB-A port. So let me plug this in. And this is a USB-A to Lightning adapter. So let me grab my iPhone again here, and let's just plug this in and see if this is going to start charging. And let's see. Oh, you know what? Before I do that, I need to actually plug in the, I actually need to plug this in. That would definitely help. So let me go ahead and plug this in a bit. So let me unplug that. We'll plug this into the wall and to the extension cord. And now we will plug this into my phone and see if this is going to work. And yeah, there we go. So that plugs, that goes right in there. Let me turn that off again and plug this in, and there we go. It charges right up. So, all right, very good. All right, now the last thing that I want to do is I want to see if this is going to work with my MacBook Pro here. So let me go ahead. I have my MacBook Pro right here. Let me open this up here, and I have a cable that we're going to use here. This is the cable that came with my laptop here. So hopefully it will work, but let me just go ahead and plug this in and see if it's going to actually get going. Now, I have to admit, I've had a problem recently where my laptop says that it's plugged in, but it's not charging. I don't know if it's the cable or if it's the power brick. So I'm going to test, if it doesn't work with this, with the Ovoor power brick, I'm going to test it with a different cable and see if it works there. But I'm hoping that this cable still works and the Ovoor power brick works just fine with it. All right, I have my laptop ready to go. Here we are. I have the Ovoor power brick 65-watt charger hooked up to power here. So let's go ahead and plug this in and just plug this into one of the USB-C ports of my laptop and see if I'm going to get charging. And I am. I think this is the cable. I think the problem is the cable because I can see right here where it says battery, it says power source, battery, it says power source, power adapter. Oh, there it goes. It starts charging. So there we go. It's charging right there. So that is good to see. So we can see that it's actually going to start charging up there. It says power source, power adapter. It has a little lightning bolt on there that lets me know that it is actually charging, which is fantastic because my 65-watt one, my 61-watt power brick that came with my MacBook Pro no longer charges. It only provides power, but it doesn't actually charge the device. So I'm glad to have one that works now that's actually a little bit smaller and a little bit lighter, so when I have to travel, it's easier to take with me. And yeah, we can just see right here, this is just considerably smaller and lighter and just easy to take when you're going out and about. So yeah, all right. Big ups to Ovoor. Ovation to Ovoor. All right, the last thing that I want to try out here is to see if I can actually charge 3 things with this power brick, since it actually has 3 ports on there. So I'm going to plug in 2 USB-C cables and 1 USB-A cable and see what can charge up on here. So we'll see on here that I have the USB-A, and since I have a USB-A to Lightning cable, we're going to go ahead and plug that in so we can plug this into my iPhone. But first, let's plug this into the extension cord here. So we have that plugged in. So let's go ahead and plug into the USB-A cable, and we're going to go ahead and plug this in. We'll get this started plugging this into my iPhone. And actually, before we do, I'm just going to plug all the cables in. So we have a USB-C to USB-C cable. I'm going to plug this in, and this one's going to go to my Android phone. So we'll plug that into USB-C to C2. And then right here, we have another USB-C to USB-C cable. This one is going to go into USB 1, and that's going to go to my tablet here, to my iPad. This is a 12.9-inch one. So let's plug this in first, see what that does there. And there we go. That's plugged in and working here. So let's go ahead now and plug this into my Android phone. This is my Galaxy Z Flip. So let's plug that in and see if this is going to work. And it is. It is charging up and fast charging. That's good to see. So the last thing we need to do is just plug this into my iPhone. And this is the USB-A to Lightning. See if this is going to work. And it does. And there we go. We actually have 3 devices charging, and my Android phone is fast charging. So we're getting all 3 devices going at the same time off of one 65-watt power brick. We're getting 3 devices charging with fast charging on my Android phone. This is amazing. It's absolutely wonderful. This is what the world needs. We need more 65-watt PD chargers to make our lives that much easier. All right, everyone, so there we have it. That is it. That is a look at the Ovoor 65-watt PD charger. This is a charger you can use for, well, just about everything. You can use it for your laptops. You can use it for your smartphones. You can use it for your tablets. You could use it for, say, 2 smartphones and a tablet at the same time. It works. I mean, this is absolutely incredible. I have another charger very similar to this, but it doesn't allow me to charge 2 phones and my tablet at the same time. I can only charge my tablet and one other phone, and then it just doesn't have enough juice. So to see that I can charge all 3 devices is really wonderful. This is going to go right next to my bedside, so I can actually charge up all 3 of my devices in the evening. It's going to be fantastic. So yeah. Anyhow, I'm going to leave a link to this product down below in the video description so that you can check it out. I'm also going to leave links to my Amazon page and my social media contacts. You can reach out to me and say hello and see me elsewhere and see what other products and services that I've reviewed over time. And I hope you enjoyed seeing this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up, and please subscribe to this channel and follow me on Instagram. And I am Larry with Today I Feel Like. Thanks for coming back to see me. Come back and see me soon. And until next time, love, peace, and hair grease. Peace.